On the Friday, December 13 episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, spoilers promise that the moment you have been waiting for is here. Carter and Hope enter their ruling roles at Forrester Creations. Of course, that causes some huge drama. The Forresters fight back against the Logans in the ultimate conflict for control. Don't miss a minute of the action. Previously on B&B, the Forresters refused to accept that Carter is now the head of the company. Ridge gave Carter one last chance to forget this whole crazy coup and return things to normal. Carter wasn't having any of that. He insisted that Ridge and Steffi would still be needed, but that FC is under his control. Carter waxed poetic about making Forrester a place where everyone feels valued and respected, including his love, Hope. Hope in her line, "Hope for the future," would most definitely be returning to the company. Eric bashed Carter for his betrayal and mockingly asked him if he also had a place for him at the company he founded. Ridge lashed out at Hope and then retreated home with Brooke. Brooke made it clear that Ridge's language with her daughter was unacceptable. How their relationship would fare after Ridge's attack seemed questionable. Now, Carter and Hope take their assumed roles in leading Forrester Creations. You can bet they will relish this moment. Are Forrester offices overturned and belongings thrown into the hallway? If Steffi finds Hope sitting at her desk, you can imagine the war that will follow. Soon enough, it's an all-out battle of the Forresters versus the Logans. Does this mean that Brooke, Katie, Will, and even Donna show up to support Hope? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. It's been a rough couple weeks for Bold and Beautiful's Ridge and Brooke. And if there's one thing we know about the designer, it's that when the going gets rough, he gets going, usually in the direction of his other on-again, off-again wife, Taylor. And based on what his portrayer, Thorsten Kaye, just told TV Insider, it looks as if history could soon be repeating itself. "I think these two love each other," he said. "But at this point, maybe it's not really the issue here. Something happens when he feels he's betrayed by the woman that he loves and feels that he never knew her at all. And there's this other woman who is always honest with him, who doesn't have kids with his brother and his dad. And maybe she was always the right choice." The other woman he's speaking about is, of course, Rebecca Budig's Taylor. And although she told us recently that her alter ego should probably really wise up and realize that Ridge will never be a one-woman man, it seems that history might soon repeat itself. Of course, the issue coming between Brooke and Ridge this time isn't, at least initially, the world-renowned shrink, but rather Hope. His significant other's daughter pushed all of Ridge's buttons when she teamed up with Carter to take over Forrester Creations. While Hope is probably not quite the Mata Hari Ridge has painted her as, she's not exactly innocent when it comes to how the whole coup played out. But the ousted co-CEO definitely crossed the line when, like daughter Steffi, he called Hope a bitch. "I tried to play it where it comes out of the frustration of the moment," said Kaye, "but it's still not a nice thing to say about someone's kid." So get ready, because it looks as if Brooke and Ridge's legendary destiny is about to be tested yet again. At Brooke's place, she tells Ridge this has been horrible. Carter stole his company and he's hurting, but that's no excuse to attack her daughter. Ridge says none of this would have happened if not for Hope. Carter was a great employee for years and then he fell for Hope. "He betrayed us because of your daughter. You've got to see that." At Forrester Creations, Hope pulls out the CEO chair invitingly and smiles across the room at Carter, who walks over and takes a seat. He smiles and shakes his head. "I mean it, Hope. I couldn't have done this without you. You're right, we're changing things for the better. Together." He kisses her hand. Just then, Zenda walks in. He asks if he's okay to enter. Carter says, "Of course." Zen saw Justin Barger was there, Pam was being extra Pammy, and Hope is there after being banned from the building. Hope tells him he's now looking at the new head of Forrester Creations. Zend asks, "What are you talking about?" Carter says he's running things now. Zend chuckles, sure. He knows Carter's treated like family, but there has to be a Forrester in charge. Neither Ridge nor Steffi were looking to step down. Carter says they weren't, but the papers are signed and it's a done deal. I'm in charge of Forrester now. In the salon, Will asks Remy what he's doing there. Electra says he's delivering a pizza. Will asks when she had time to order a pizza. She says she didn't. Remy adds, "My treat." Electra gushes that it was sweet. Will thinks it's cool, but hopes he didn't waste his whole lunch hour. He finds it strange that Remy wound up just down the street from Electra in LA. Remy says it's a small world and mentions that Deacon's daughter is Hope Logan, who is Will's cousin. Your mothers are sisters or something. Will nods, yeah, that's often how it works to have a cousin. In Brooke's living room, Ridge complains that her daughter gets into people's heads. Thomas will be in therapy because of her for the rest of his days, and now Carter is on the same path. Brooke gawps, "What are you talking about?" Ridge says she gets guys to follow her around and do whatever she wants. Brooke protests that they fell in love. She knows he's in shock, but it's more shocking that he can stand there and call Hope a bitch. "I will not tolerate you talking about my daughter that way." In the salon, Will tells Remy they should probably get back to work. Remy asks if it's a problem for him and Electra to see each other. They're old friends. Will just meant this is a place of business. There's no reason to linger. I think it might be best if you get going. He's sure Il Giardino has plenty of orders. Don't keep him waiting, right? In the main office, Zendi has been told what went down and exclaims, "You stole Forrester?" Hope insists they did not want it to come to this. She complains that Steffi fired her and cut her line. Zen says that was their call to make. Carter says that's not how you run a company. He had to do this for the sake of the family legacy. His first order of business is to reinstate Hope's line. Hope would love for Zenda to stay on as her lead designer. At Brooke's place, she says Hope made a mistake supporting Carter's betrayal, but she is not, nor has she ever been, what he called her. Ridge spoke in anger, but he doesn't trust her. He sees what she does. She wants her job back. She wants her line back. Brooke says the only reason she lost them is because Steffi accused her of coming onto Finn. He should at least admit that Steffi was wrong to fire her. Ridge says the second time Hope supposedly came onto Finn was a mistake. She shouldn't have been fired for that, but what she did now, being part of this takeover, unforgivable. In the salon, Remy tells Will he's not trying to linger, he's just catching up with an old friend. Electra tells him there's time for that outside of work. She has an opportunity there and can't flake on the job. Remy frowns, Oak. Electra loves her new life and doesn't want to mess it up. She reminds him why she's there. Remy asks, "You're saying I can't come and see you?" He gets it. She works at a big fashion house now, and he's just a pizza delivery guy. He walks out, pausing to shoot a snarly look back at them. In the main office, Zendi tells Hope and Carter that Forrester is his family company too. Carter says it still is, he's just running it now. Zen says this is a lot to take in. Hope says there's something else. Carter and we're together. They smile and look into each other's eyes. At Brooke's place, Ridge asks her to sit down. He doesn't want to fight with her, but this was a monumental betrayal. Brooke understands. That's why she came straight to him when she overheard their plan. But she doesn't want to leave villainizing them. This was their last-ditch effort to save Hope's line. She reminds him that Carter said it was his plan. Ridge asks, does she not think Hope whispered that his luxury brand idea was the greatest idea ever? Brooke asks if they even considered his idea. Ridge says no, and in time Carter would have understood that, but not with Hope in his ear telling him to steal their company. In the salon, Will tells Electra it's a little strange for Remy to bring a pizza. She says it's not if you know him. She wants him to get to know him. Will thinks there's something strange about that guy. I'm not so sure I trust him. In the main office, Zend asks, "You and Carter? Since when?" Hope explains that when Steffi thought she was trying to seduce Finn, she was wearing lingerie for Carter. Zend asks, "Why didn't you tell her?" They wanted to keep it a secret. Zend sums up that they've been secretly involved, and now they're taking over the company. Carter hopes he's not suggesting that Hope's using him. He had no choice but to step in because he saw the company going in a direction that might destroy it. He hopes he can count on Zend. Zend says Ridge must be irate. Hope says he is, and he's blaming it all on her. At Brooke's place, she complains that her hard-working daughter had given her life to the company. That whole time, she had constant disrespect. Ridge denies that's true. Brooke insists Steffi disrespected her. No wonder Carter and Hope wanted to seize control of the company, to silence your daughter once and for all. Ridge asks if she's going to try and spin this so it's Steffi's fault. Hope was going after Finn. Before that, she went after my son and got him so crazed he had to leave the country. And now she's going after Carter, my best friend, so he would steal a company for her. And you're saying it's no wonder? Are you kidding me? They didn't go through anything to justify what happened. Ridge hollers, "You keep saying I shouldn't attack your daughter. She keeps attacking me, my family, and my company, and I'm tired of it." Brooke glares. Ridge intones, "I'm going to do whatever it takes to stop Hope." Once and for all, Brooke looks outraged and scandalized. The minute that the Bold and the Beautiful had Carter file the LLC papers giving him the keys to the kingdom, Forrester Creations became a battleground. Blindsided, Ridge thought that he couldn't possibly feel any more betrayed, but he ain't seen nothing yet. A fox in the henhouse. Ridge believes that he has a shrewd ally in replacement attorney Justin, but what he actually may have is a traitor in his midst. Justin has never been known for his trustworthiness. He worked for Dollar Bill, after all, and on top of that, his allegiance may well be to Carter, not Ridge. See, the dressmaker may have forgotten, but we haven't. Carter and Justin are kinda sorta related through Marcus. Justin is the father of Donna's grown son, who was adopted into Carter's family before being adopted by Eric and made a Forrester. What Ridge doesn't know may hurt him. Justin spent so much time off the canvas that we have no idea whether or not he and Carter bonded over Marcus. Moreover, Justin could be fake helping Ridge because, when push comes to shove, he agrees with Carter's risky coup. Having played second fiddle to Bill for years, Justin is familiar with the urge to cut oneself a piece of the pie. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that there's still an important question on fans' minds when it comes to Luna Nozawa. The show never offered real confirmation on Luna's paternity, so we have to consider who her true father is. Tom Starr was obviously convinced he was Luna's bio-dad, but there was never a DNA test to back that up. B&B only ruled out Bill Spencer in this paternity mystery, which could be getting the new chapter. Soon after Luna debuted, plenty of viewers speculated that she might be the product of some forbidden passion between Poppy Nozawa and Jack Finnegan. The show bolstered those suspicions with a backstory involving Poppy living with Jack, Lee Finnegan, and John Finn Finnegan around the time Luna was conceived. Since both Jack and Poppy have been known to participate in affairs, we could easily buy that they had one with each other. That's especially true since Jack seems so fond of Poppy despite Lie's problems with her over the years. Speaking of those problems, Romy Park recently confirmed on Bold Live that fans are going to learn more about Lie's past issues with Poppy. There's a secret that'll surprise even Poppy herself, so what if Lee admits she always knew, or at least suspected Jack cheated with her sister? Lie was pleasantly surprised when the initial DNA test made it look like Bill was Luna's bio-dad. It seemed like Lie was just relieved to know Jack wasn't Luna's papa instead. Of course, it was ultimately revealed that Luna rigged the paternity test. so Lai might be back to suspecting that Jack is her father instead. Could this lead to another DNA test being done? One that proves Luna is Jack's biological daughter? If so, that could change everything for Luna and give her a new angle to work. Perhaps Luna could even guilt-trip Jack into helping her get off the hook. After all, Jack would be the perfect person to do that since Sheila Sharp called him one of the finest criminal defense attorneys in Los Angeles. Whatever the case, our predictions point to Luna's paternity being revisited, so maybe the show will finally prove that she belongs to Jack. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna could have another stunning twist headed her way, so stay tuned for updates on any looming BioDad news. It's where you want to be for great bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates, so make us your go-to B and B source. Romy Park and supervising producer Casey Kasperdick teased that the scenes currently being filmed will launch 2025 with a shock. The bold and the beautiful's Romy Park recently revealed that her character Poppy's job is probably to make and sell hippie clothing and jewelry online. Until something comes along in a script to change that, the actress has decided that's Poppy's career. She and supervising producer Casey Kasperdick enjoyed discussing that aspect of her character, and some near-future tidbits about the show were teased. Why is Lai mean to Poppy? On Bold Live, in which Kasperdick dives deep into B and B topics with various cast members and live fans worldwide, Park talked about playing Poppy. She and Bill split up because her daughter Luna turned out to be a homicidal maniac. As a result, Poppy's been staying with her sister Lai, who hasn't been very nice to her but seems to be coming around. Kasperdick teased us that we get more backstory on the sisters, saying, "I think we may be getting into very soon." The producer added, "We're gonna finally find out why Lai is so mean to you." Park added, "Yes, keep on watching because Poppy will also find out why Lai has always been so mean to her." She remarked that they were currently shooting those scenes and exclaimed that she loved working with Matsuda, especially since they hadn't shared scenes in a while. A bumpy ride. One fan asked what Park and Kasperdick's favorite scenes were. Park explained that the breakup between Bill and Poppy as among her favorites, while the supervising producer remarked, with a tease, "I would say probably my favorite scenes are the ones we're going to shoot this week coming up." Park excitedly chimed in stating, "Yes, those are going to be really good." The fans said they couldn't wait to see them, and Kasperdick remarked, "Yeah, 2025 is gonna start with the, kind of." He hemmed and hawed a bit, choosing his words carefully, then stated, "I gotta be careful what I say 'cause, then people start speculating, and then they get mad at me." But it's... He took a breath and then said, "Just buckle up." Park coyly added, "It's gonna be a ride." The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Bill Spencer told Luna Nozowa that he's never taken a life. In soaps, statements like that usually precede them actually doing the unthinkable. So if Luna actually wins her appeal and gets released from prison, could Bill stop her from doing any more damage? Could Bill take Luna's life to save Los Angeles from an innocent-looking serial killer? Keep reading and let's talk about what could happen next with this storyline. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Luna Nozowa's letters. B and B spoilers reveal that Luna is in prison and has been convicted. However, Luna keeps sending letters to Bill. After the third letter, Bill went to visit Luna in prison. Now, what is interesting is that Luna received 2 visits that day. B and B spoilers, Poppy Nozowa alarmed. The first was from Penelope Poppy Nozowa, who was alarmed when Luna kept asking questions about Bill. In fact, Poppy mentioned that Luna asked about Bill during the last visit too. While Luna covered, Poppy was not convinced. Right after Poppy left, Bill entered. I highly doubt that Bill and Poppy didn't run into each other. In fact, they might even be working together to protect Los Angeles from Luna. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Bill Spencer's claim. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that during the jailhouse visit, Luna tried to manipulate Bill once again. Luna kept bashing Poppy's poor parenting skills and bringing up her childhood trauma. Then, Luna insisted that she and Bill are alike. That is when Bill told Luna that he has never taken another life. On social media and in fan forums, Bill was called out. Bill is far from a saint or victim and has done plenty over the years. With that being said, many times when comments like this are made in soaps, the opposite ends up happening shortly afterward. B and B spoilers, killing a killer. If Luna's appeal is won and she gets released from prison, everyone will be alarmed. Bill might feel compelled to do something to protect Los Angeles from Luna. Bill might even feel partially responsible for some reason. Bill tried to stop a serial killer before, Sheila Carter Sharp. However, Bill's ruse failed. This time, Bill might decide to end Luna's reign of terror permanently. Could Bill risk his own freedom to stop Luna from killing again, permanently? Bill might not have to do this alone. Poppy was alarmed by Luna's questions regarding Bill. Then, with Poppy and Bill visiting Luna back-to-back, could they work together to stop a serial killer? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember to keep watching the soap on CBS or Paramount Plus to find out what happens next. The bold and the beautiful spoilers and updates reveal Carter Walton is determined to hold on to his relationship with Hope Logan. As Carter refuses to back down from Ridge Forrester's ultimatum, viewers can expect this rivalry to escalate, bringing with it a series of unexpected and dramatic twists. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Ridge Forrester will make a daring move. Carter is set to submit the LLC documents to assume control of Forrester Creations, leaving Justin Barber with limited options to stop him from officially taking the reins. However, teasers for the week of December 2 to 6 reveal that Ridge is poised to make a bold move that could change everything. Shortly after, Ridge and Steffi will retaliate, and they plan to leverage Hope's future in their strategy. Given that Ridge and Steffi are targeting Hope in some capacity, this could relate to her fashion line. With Steffi having already shut down Hope for the future, it's possible that it won't even be mentioned in the LLC documents. B and B spoilers. Ridge Forrester and Steffi Forrester could have a clause preventing HFTF reorganizing independently. Ridge and Steffi might find a way to legally stop Hope from relaunching her line without their say. This could mean they could make the shutdown of Hope for the future permanent. Since Carter's plan included bringing back Hope's line, this would be a huge setback for both him and Hope. While Carter could still bring Hope back to the company with a new line or role, it would mean she would lose her original project. Hope for the future has been a significant part of her life for a long time, but Ridge and Steffi could take control and ensure it never returns. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Fighting dirty? If Carter is going to approach things this way, Steffi and Ridge might think they have the right to counter with their own underhanded legal maneuvers. However, Hope is not going to let Ridge and Steffi's schemes shake her commitment to Carter and his ambitious plans. We anticipate that Hope will remain steadfast in her support for Carter during this takeover. Future spoilers indicate that Steffi and Ridge will attempt to deliver some unwelcome news to Hope, but Carter is ready to adapt his strategies and push back. If the Forresters are going to be that stubborn, then Carter and Hope will be more stubborn than they are and keep pushing back. Be sure to catch up on everything happening with B and B right now. Come back here often for the bold and the beautiful spoilers, news, and updates.